So let's talk about some of the financial stuff. I'm going to put these all together. So first of all, we found out that 18 Nintendo published games have sold over 1 million copies. Also, new financial results for Nintendo shares show that Animal Crossing New Horizons sold 13.41 million in its first 6 weeks. So it sold more than the lifetime sales of New Leaf, which I probably would have guessed considering how much I've seen on Animal Crossing. Also, throw into the financial stuff this week, the annual Nintendo 3DS sales have declined to 4.99 million, and the total Nintendo Switch sales have reached 55 million. Quite a lot of interesting information there. The biggest one, I think, probably being the Animal Crossing sales, Al, but certainly, again, the Switch sales reaching as much as they have done is indication that, you know, we're in a very healthy position right now with the Switch.
We're in a really healthy position. Nintendo, they weirdly downplayed these results. I think they threw a little nugget in there about expect probably poorer results next quarter because of COVID-19, which is probably going to impact on delivery of hardware and software, which is probably reasonable. But at the same time, they are killing it. They are absolutely killing it. I mean, if you compare the Switch sales with the PS4, I think Switch has already doubled the number of units sold in the PS4, although having said that, I think Xbox... No, sorry, other way, it's doubled the Xbox sales, but PS4 has doubled Switch sales. But the PS4 has got a 3-year lead on the Switch, so let's see where they end up in 3 years' time as to which one ended up selling the most in its lifetime. But I mean, it's staggering. And I think in the same quarter, they said that they made 168 million of Switch games. That is just eye-watering. 168 million games. Wow.
Indeed, and you know what I do find funny, Alistair, is talking about downplaying the sales of the 3DS. Like, I know that the 4.99 million consoles isn't much compared to the magnificent 55 million of a Nintendo Switch, but you know the kind of Nintendo Wii U, like that was around for 5-6 years, and that struggled to get above 14 million. So this is the 3DS managed to sell half, just under half the amount of consoles in a single year of its life at the very, very tail end of it as well.
I was very surprised by that statistic, actually. I thought that was quite amazing, actually, the amount that they sold. But, obviously the focus is heavily on the Switch, and understandably so. But, yeah, it's amazing how well the 3DS is still doing, and long may that continue because it's still a great console. I'm going to talk about some releases now because Nintendo have reconfirmed a bunch of release dates, but there's also some bad news which I'll come on to in a minute. So Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition comes out this month, 29th of May. We've got Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. I just laugh because we've talked about that game a few times. Don't get too excited, Alistair, just calm down. 5th of June that's coming out. Bravely Default 2, which I'm interested in, that's 2020. Bayonetta 3 we still don't know. Metroid Prime 4 we don't know, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel, it's looking like that's going to take a little longer given the current world circumstances. But Shuntaro Furukawa has also confirmed that Nintendo does have more than the previously announced titles to fill the 2020-2021 windows. So on the downside, games like Legend of Zelda, we still don't know when the Breath of the Wild sequel is coming. Bayonetta 3, which we've known about for ages, we still don't know that. But it would be good to sort of see some steady growth in terms of these releases and sort of steady progress, Anton, because obviously we are light in the way of directs right now, so we as Nintendo fans want something to cling on to in terms of excitement.
You know, it's quite sad to seeing the Nintendo official, like Nintendo the publisher, kind of game lineup, because this is probably the single driest lineup we've had since the announcement of the console. Like there's not much to be excited for moving forward, which, very funny, is probably the highest sales surge for consoles in a good while, or demand for consoles. But I'm just hoping it is true. You know, we mentioned this kind of last week when we were kind of mentioning where is our direct, but I think very much hoping that it's a kind of case of we start to get like a direct, let's say in July, kind of August time, and then they're like, yep, these are the games coming out at Christmas, and it's very much like announcement, release, because it's looking like a dry year. And I don't think Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics is really going to be holding us over, Al.
No, there's only so long they can ride on Animal Crossing as well, so I mean those two games are not going to keep the console alive, but I suspect you're probably spot on. I think they're just their shortened announcement to release window is probably just making it look a bit dry. Because I think they have also said that although they are expecting there to be a hit in delivery from COVID-19, I forget who it was, but someone in Nintendo, might even have been the president, also said at the same time that don't worry, everything that's due for release in the next 12 months is still on program and we'll have it delivered. So I guess that means internally, at least, they're quite confident we're getting more stuff, even if they're not necessarily saying what it is yet.
Yeah, it would be great to know, but we'll just have to be patient. It's not like we don't have enough games. I mean, just go in the eShop. There's about 7 zillion of them on there right now.